I'm Larry Seaman, and right now we're at Rockingham Park, where they're celebrating not only their 100th anniversary, but July 4th.
I'm really delighted to be here tonight to help celebrate 100 years of operations of Rockingham Park. They have done a wonderful job of providing quality racing and quality family entertainment, and they've been a real partner with our state. They've contributed a lot to our state over the years, so to be here today to celebrate with them is very meaningful to me.
What do you think of the weather so far?
The weather's spectacular. I like it when it's dry.
You going to stay for the fireworks?
I don't know, but we've been at a great time just meeting people and again celebrating this very, very special occasion.
And how about you, Mr. Rand?
Well, I share, first of all, we're very grateful for the governor for taking time out. Busy time to be here, but I agree with him completely about what he said. The national anthem now. Well, I just said I think the governor's right about the significance of the night. 100 years of a company that's given a lot back to the states. We're celebrating. It's great that they do it and help the people of Salem celebrate this very important American holiday as well. So everybody is delighted, and he honors us with his presence tonight.
Very good. Thank you, gentlemen.
Okay, thank you.
Right now we're basically on the roof, you might say, where the announcer's booth is, and it's a beautiful sight. The weather is just a little humid, but it's certainly a lot better than what we have seen recently. So this is a great advantage, and of course we'll be having fireworks later on. John Vitale is one of the announcers here, and he's not here right now, so we didn't get a chance to talk to him, but we appreciate the idea that they allowed us to be in here. Here's a scene from the grandstand, and of course the grandstand has a lot of history in itself. It was one of the first buildings at the 1906 sessions, and of course in the 1980s there was that big fire, and they had to rebuild this. Right now we're at the television studio, basically, at Rockingham Park, and we have Ron, the operations manager, and of course John. Both of you have quite a bit of history. Could you a little bit talk about your past and also about Rockingham Park and your involvement with that?
Well, I've worked in the TV department here at Rockingham Park since 1973, and I started out as a cameraman, and within a few months I had some technical knowledge, and they appointed me as the director of technical operations for the racetrack. And at that time we were subcontracted by another company. The racetrack didn't employ the television department, just like a Total Zeta. We were all subcontracted service companies. And I worked for a company called Orthtech, and we did the TV here. And I worked here from 1973 until 1978, where I went to work for another company, which did the same thing at many racetracks throughout the country. And in the fire in 1984, when they rebuilt the track, the company that I worked for, National Electronics, got the contract to do the television here. And I've been here ever since. So I have quite a history, I guess. In 1973, when I came here, let me see, Pat Day rode here. He was an apprentice rider. Chris McCarron was an apprentice rider in 1973. They called them bug riders, and they got their apprenticeship through Rockingham, and they went on to have, fantastic careers, as everybody knows. Rockingham has a lot of history and a lot of great class in this building and this operation. As 100 years, I've been proud to be a part of it for 32 years or whatever, off and on. And it's just a great place to work, great people, and the management staff here is just like family. It's been a real treat.
Now, tell me a little bit. We were in a discussion earlier, and you were mentioning how networks to other racetracks and stuff like that. Could you explain a little bit how that works?
Well, typically years ago, each racetrack ran their operation, and it was pretty much self-contained. You'd go to the track and you'd bet, and you'd bet on the product that was there, and you didn't have an opportunity to bet on anything else. But through the technology end of it, everything's changed, and now through satellite communications, people come to this racetrack and they bet on 30 or 40 different tracks. And as a reciprocating thing, those tracks normally take our signal also. So when we're running live, we send our signal over satellite and to I believe it's about 72 different locations on an average. And those people are able to wager on our product as we wager on theirs also. So it's more of a chance to get your exposure out there across the country and across the islands and all the betting establishments.
Very good.
Well, I've been here only 19 years, and actually next year will be the 20th year, 20 out of 80 of the last 100 years of the history of Rockingham. I started here in Salem. Basically, I've been at Salem High School and took all 4 years of television courses at Salem High, and went on to college and got a degree in TV production. And basically, I heard there was a opening back in 1987 that doing the technical director's job, which means I sit there and switch the cameras and basically make sure the graphics and the cameras and the sound and stuff go on the air. And as Ron just said, the simulcasting, we make sure our signal's clean going that way. Also work with the Londonderry schools in recent years, last 4 years.
In what way, as media center?
No, I'm like the AV technician for the district. And basically I videotape a lot of the stuff for the district and edit a lot of the programs for our local access channel, which is Channel 21.
What about photo finishes and stuff like that?
Well, Photo Finish is another company. It's all changed over the years, but basically the television department is separate from Photo Finish. Photo Finish people use a digital camera now. It's not film anymore, and it's digital, and they also do the timing also. And the digital camera is part of a computer system, and it's just like a computer camera, but a high-end digital computer camera, and it also does timing too. It's very high-tech now.
Not like the old days, huh?
No, the old film strips, and I used to use, actually, back in the days when I started, the cameras were manufactured by people in actually garages, and they used Singer sewing machine motors. And that's exactly how they did. Take the motors from Singer sewing machines, and it was a film strip, film negative. It was a big reel, and there was a slit, about a 32nd inch slit that was surveyed to look exactly on the wire at the finish line. And to make it an easy explanation would be that the film would pass that strip at a certain speed, which was variable to the speed of the horses, whether it was trotters or thoroughbreds. And as that image would be through the lens, it would lay that image down on the film as it went by, the horse's image, exactly as they finished the race. That would be, the image would be on that film strip. And then you develop the film, and you'd show it down. The negative would be displayed down to the judges. And if they needed to make a hard copy, they'd make a hard copy. And that's pretty much how it worked. It's in an easy way. But now it's all so much easier. There's no more chemicals or any of that messy stuff involved. It's all digital. It's all done instantaneous.